Need the rain, right? Let's return now to Ocala Magazine Radio with your host, Kelli Hart. Kelli?
Yes. So now we're going to switch gears and talk a little bit about the Pay It Forward outreach. So I have two guests with me now. I have Bonnie Vitale and Bill Bender, who are here to talk on the behalf of the Pay It Forward outreach. Bonnie is the president founder of the outreach, which was founded in 2006, and Bill is also a board member, and they are working diligently to, much like Rondo, to help people within this local community that are in a very specific need. And I'll let them explain to you what the Pay It Forward outreach is and how that works. And I think that when you hear it, you'll be very compelled to think about just like I was in the lobby just talking to them, just thinking about excess, the things we have in our homes that maybe we're not using any longer, things that we just kind of hang on to because, well, what if we need this? Well, there's a lot of people in our community that are in need today. They are in dire need of very certain things just to be able to carry on life or, some type of standard of living that benefits them and helps them succeed. And I think after listening to both Bill and Bonnie, you will start to think about things in your home or maybe in your office, things in storage that you just kind of are hanging on to that you might think about releasing over to them because they could be so useful. So I'll let them give us some background on the Pay It Forward outreach and what that does and how helpful it's been to this community, because it absolutely has.
Well, Kelli, first I'd love to say thank you for the blessing to be here, because this is my passion to help Marion County's homeless and families in need. Pay It Forward Outreach wants to help all families when they transition from homelessness to a permanent home. We want to be able to fill their house completely with furniture, linens, kitchen items, appliances, decorative items, because we need to make it a home. And also, so once they're in their homes and we can fill them up with that, then now we have a sustainable home for these families who were once homeless, or maybe they had a house fire and they were transitioned, and other families, single moms, veterans, and single parents. So it's a blessing to be with you, Kelli.
Absolutely. Well, it's really, the gift is ours to have you on the show, because this is what Ocala Magazine does. This is what I do specifically, is I get very excited to know that there are so many people in the community that are doing these things, because just like your passion is helping tons of people, Rondo's passion is helping, and so all of these people in our community that are doing things, it's very exciting to be able to have you here with us, because then we know that we're able to kind of help spread the word and use our platform for those things. So it's actually our honor to have you here today. And I was asking you in the lobby, how does the outreach work? Because clearly there's you don't want anyone to take advantage of programs. And so you were explaining how the COC works and a database that you all use to make sure that, once people are within the system and they're not going, I guess, to multiple places to get things, so that there's enough for everyone, which I think that's amazing. I think it's brilliant, because then it makes sure that everyone kind of has their needs met. And I wanted to also have you both talk about the 26th, which is another program that's coming up that will help benefit and help fund this Pay It Forward outreach. Because I was asking Bonnie, where does the funding come from? And it comes from people. There's no governmental assistance that you guys receive. So every dollar or every item that they're able to turn over to a person in need comes directly from someone who just found it in their heart to give. And that's why it's so important for everyone to hear this and to reach into their heart and ask, what do I have that I can give? Maybe it's an old bed. Maybe it's a sofa that you've thought about putting out, by the road or selling to buy a new sofa. This is an opportunity to ask yourself, what do I have in excess that might be the one thing a person in need would receive to make all the difference in their world? So tell us about the event that's happening on Friday the 26th.
Can I back up to what you were just saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, what we want to do, just like multiple agencies here that are helping Marion County, which is a very strong giving county, what we want to do is give them a hand up, not a hand out.
Yes.
So that is one of the main reasons why multiple agencies are under the COC and have a database to share the information, was to make sure that not only there might be some sort of abuse by using the system, but we also want to know, they may not know that we have other agencies with different different services that they can help them and assist them to give them the lift up. Because our whole object is not only to give them hope, but also to make them sustainable in the community and to be able to give back and join us in the giving.
That's brilliant.
Not always taking the receiving.
Sure, absolutely.
Receiving's a gift from God. And the giving is showing God your appreciation for the gifts that He's given you.
Absolutely.
Yes. So this Friday, we have Clay Electric will be coming to our small garage. It's only 900 square foot. We stack things up tall. Sometimes I can't get a cotton ball in there. and Clay Electric has a program called Operation Roundup, and their clients or their customers who use Clay Electric have the opportunity to join in a program where they can say, round up my bill, and the monies go into a pot, and then they help the community. So we'll be helping Clay Electric community. So wherever their electric is, it may be Anthony, maybe Spar, Marion County. It's also Alachua County and Gainesville. So we're going to be helping them with bike rodeos. We teach kids safety on the road with their bikes, helmet fittings, and then plus we'll also be grabbing a few of the families in the area, and we'll be dressing their whole house up with furniture. We'll be going there and dress it up for them.
Lovely. And Bill, I know that you're a board member, and we were talking in the lobby about some of the things that Pay It Forward Outreach might need, because just like Bonnie said, it's a 900 square foot warehouse packed full of stuff, which is a good thing, but it also means you're outgrowing your space, which is also a blessing. So what are some of the things, if someone's listening and they feel very compelled to help with the Pay It Forward outreach, what are some of the things that you might need?
Well, many times in my capacity, I'm a chaplain with Interfaith Emergency Services, as well as some other organizations here in the county. We find individuals that, frankly, when they come into the county with nothing but the clothes on their back. So when we talk about need, there's great need there for bedding, beds themselves, mattresses, dishes, pots, pans, linen, towels, chairs, whatever you can think of. And we just recently outfitted a young woman that had moved here with virtually nothing, with everything that you could think of in her house. And she's still crying. I saw her last night. She's still crying about it. And the only thing we didn't have for her was a box spring and mattress. But fortunately, one of our partners here, a very good and loving Christian business, donated a brand new box spring and mattress.
Wow.
Queen size.
Wow.
So there's people step forward, businesses step forward. I've been down here for 13 years now, and I've had a similar organization up north I was involved with, but I haven't seen the compassion that I found here. Marion County is just unbelievable. And when, whether it be Rondo's event or Bonnie's event or whatever, people will come out and they will give. And when I got involved with Bonnie a few months ago, being involved as a COC member, is that she doesn't publicize. And I said, this is what we really need to do, is let people know about this organization. You can always go to a thrift store and buy stuff. But she gives it away willingly. And so people that have absolutely nothing, they've lost everything through fire or whatever it could be,
Nice.
she provides it.
Wow.
And I think it's so important because it's giving people a second chance. You know, someone that's either down on their luck, they've been ill, they've lost their home to a fire, or just life in general. I mean, life could happen to any of us. You know, we sit here today, but we don't know what our future holds. We could be in the very same position where one day we need something just to survive. And so I think that's why it really speaks to me when I hear people talk about paying it forward, because we just never know what life is going to throw our way. And so it's nice to know that we give in a way that if it were us in need, you know, we would want to be given to. And I think that's very, very important. Is there a way for people to get more information about the outreach? I know that Ocala Magazine will try to link up with you and try to share out information, of course, to our social media platforms with all of our organic followers so they can be giving. But how does someone get more information?
Kelly, we have a Facebook page. It's Pay It Forward. And then we also have a website, and it's Pay It Forward Outreach. Both of those will show you testimonies and videos.
Oh, wonderful.
And they will also keep you in tune with what's coming up next, or a dire need that we may have. Right now, a dire need is a bigger facility. And I know one of your listeners, Kelly, has a warehouse that is vacant, and they could donate it to us.
Yes.
especially one with a bathroom, because
Yes.
right now we have no bathroom.
Yes, we will claim that.
But we need about 3,000 square foot. So also, we have to rent U-Haul trucks to move these items, pick these items up. And so a donated box truck would be ever so helpful to us. Pay It Forward Outreach is a community-driven program, and the community of Marion County has been wonderful to us, but I know that there's more that the
Yes.
community can help with.
Yes.
Once they get to know who we are and join us and make this community a better community.
Fantastic.
We also accept donations as well.
Of course.
Cash donations.
Yes, if you don't have something like that you can give, then you always, can give of cash, and I'm sure that they'll never turn that down. And I want to thank you both for being here today as well. And again, like Ocala Magazine on Facebook, because, we talk a lot about ourselves and our product, but we certainly love to talk about other people in the community who are giving and doing, and we'll make sure all of this information we talked about today is there. So I want to thank you
Thank you,
guys.
Kelly.
And
Thank you for having
thank
us.
you so much. You're a blessing to the community. And thank you, Larry, for having us.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Larry.
We'll be right back.